Part of what's going on here is trying to get his base back and get them jazzed to go to the polls. But part of that as well is a separate plan, a separate track that the Trump campaign is on to sort of bring Wall Street back. Charlie here to update us on that.
To bring wary big money donors back. He had, and two places to do that is Dallas, North Texas,
Sure.
Lots of oil money, lots of finance money down there, where he was last night. And on Friday, from what we learned, Fox Business Network has learned, he's going to, and this isn't well publicized, we're breaking it here, he's holding a fundraiser at New York City's Cipriani's Midtown around 8:15 in the morning. Mike Pence is going to be there.
Wow.
Again,
both of them will be there.
Yeah, they're both going to be at the
who's there in the money crowd?
Well, they're all being invited.
Really? Are they all RSVP?
That's the question. The guy that told me about it initially is not RSVP, and he's been on the list he's given in the past. And I can just say this. I mean, you know, the Trump campaign says they're raising lots of money, and it's not an issue, you know, post the controversial tape comments that Donald made. But I can tell you, when you talk to the money guys, that is having an impact. They, not that these guys are prudes or anything, because they're far from it. They work on Wall Street.
Right.
But I think they're now coming to the realization of the chances of Donald winning. The election is getting low.
What do they make of him narrowing a little bit post that debate? Made some, at least Republicans, think that, well, he could still pull it off.
They don't buy it. They don't buy it. They think she's going to win. And you know, it's interesting if you look at the polling numbers, and this is what kind of scares them and annoys them. She's stuck at around mid-40s, right? 46, something like that. He's like going down. It's over the trend is down, even though if he gets a little bump. I mean, it's kind of odd. Well, not odd. It's what gets them mad is that they're all coming to the conclusion he's the least likely. Anybody else could have beat her, and that he's the one that couldn't beat her, and they're stuck with him.
Why isn't he doing? We're veering off course here, but why isn't he doing what Michael Bloomberg did? You know, when he was having trouble in the polls here in New York, when he was running for mayor, he just did a blitzkrieg and spent gazillions of dollars of his own money. Right. And I know there are different definitions how many billions Donald Trump is worth. Forbes says just under 4. He says a lot times that. He's got the money, if that's the case, or doesn't he have the money? Or is he not quite confident he can get over the hump, and why waste the money?
I don't think he's got the money. I don't think he's liquid. It's my opinion based on speaking with a lot of people. If you talk to real estate people around the city, they kind of add up his
tied up in buildings,
and it's not $4 billion either. It's they calculate.
In other words, he's not sitting in a money market account that you can just access.
I mean, one thing that Mike Bloomberg has is multiple, probably a couple billion in very liquid cash, and he's worth something like $30 billion, right?
So he could access that, and did.
Donald Trump is not worth $10 billion, I don't believe. I believe it's probably less than the Forbes estimate, and it's very illiquid.
But he spent very little money, certainly of his own, in the general election campaign.
$50 million. Listen, here's how you know it's illiquid. Why would he ever put his name to Trump University? I mean, all those branding things is all about creating liquidity, even, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So part of that with these big money donors, that was always been the problem, convincing them, okay, why should I give you a dime when you brag that you're worth $10 billion? The other thing now is what they're worried about, and we'll have to see, you know, that's a Friday thing I think is going to be key. We should actually go there, camp outside. It's 42nd Street, Cipriani's, from what I understand. It's 8:15 in the morning.
You have a Cipriani card.
You know, I actually don't. But my point is,
if you need my Olive Garden card, I can get you in.
I thought it was Tad's for you.
I have their card too.
But that'll be
made of paper.
That'll be a good test to see like who shows up and how much money's raised. It'll be interesting if the Wall Street guys, any Wall Street guys, show up to this thing.
And what's their excuse if they can't make?
But by the way, maybe you and I should get up early, eat at Tad's, get some steak and eggs at Tad's, and then go.
They do have that now. They're open for breakfast.
But you want to do that Friday? Is it a date?
No.
They don't have pumpkin spice lattes at Tad's. Just
no, they don't. Starbucks is across the street. All right, thank you very, very much, my friend Charlie Gasparino.